Hey friends, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a Q&A. I wanted to address some questions that have been asked as of late about my pregnancy and how it went. Obviously, I had the baby. He is now 4 months old, but I have been meaning to answer some of these questions for you guys. So I'm doing one today. There are two questions for today's video that are kind of linked to one another or, relating to each other, but I'm gonna have to do it in two parts because today's video is actually already gonna be long enough. By the title, you will already know what today's video is about. It's basically about what are the differences between being pregnant with a boy and a girl. I've had this question asked several times and I am definitely gonna answer it for you guys and tell you guys all the differences and similarities between both of my pregnancies, my last two pregnancies at least. Before we get into today's video, definitely hit the subscribe button if you're new, as well as leave a like for the video, and feel free to comment in the comment section down below. So without further ado, I'm gonna get right into the video. So I kind of took some notes. I wrote things down because y'all know I am currently on like pregnancy brain, and if I don't write it down, I am going to forget. And I want to be as accurate as I can be for you guys that are asking this question. So one of the first things that I think was different between my last pregnancy with my first boy. If you guys don't know, I am a mom of 5. I have 4 girls and 1 boy. So I definitely noticed a huge difference in certain things for sure. I think I felt sick later with my son. All my other pregnancies I can recall with my girls, I did feel sick early, but not until like the 8-week mark that I felt sick, so not until I was like 2 months, and the other 2 like from back then followed suit. My last girl, which is baby number 4, and is actually my first tubal reversal baby. If you guys aren't aware, I had a tubal reversal after I had my tubes tied after my first 3 children. So my first tubal reversal girl, I felt sick with her immediately. Hubby and I went on a trip. He had to go on a trip for work, but it was semi like a little vacation for me. And honestly, the first day into the hotel, I felt ill. I couldn't stand the smell. Everything was just like so pungent. And this was at like 7 days post ovulation, so it was really early in the game. Actually, it was probably even sooner. It was probably even sooner post ovulation, because I remember testing. We were there for 5 days. We were in El Paso, Texas, and then the first time I got home is when I took a test, and nothing showed up that very day, but the next day it showed up. So that was like 6 days. It was almost like, I think it was probably like 6 days post ovulation that I already like felt different. I could smell things, my senses were heightened and all that stuff. I don't know if that was just a thing in my head, but it did happen, and it was pretty crazy that I could smell those kind of things so early in the game. With baby boy, I wasn't at all really sensitive to smells like that. I didn't really feel a lot of things until I discovered that I was pregnant, and it still took a little bit to come on. I honestly can't even fully remember when I had morning sickness with him. I think it was probably like at least the 6-week mark, I think, is when I really started. I'd have to go back in the videos, but that's what I recall. So anyways, some other things that I noticed were obviously my belly shape. My belly shape was very different. This was the first time my belly's ever been so rounded. It has never been shaped like that before. It's usually kind of like a watermelon. This time it was more like a basketball, and there has been a saying around saying that when your belly is shaped like a basketball, it is more likely to be a boy, or you're usually carrying a boy. I never bought into any of that, but yeah, it did happen for me. My belly was actually really round when I was carrying him, and that was different between the girls. The next thing is weight gain. For him, I think my weight gain was more evenly distributed out throughout my pregnancy. I gained the weight gradually and slowly. I was still able to fit in clothes that I would normally wear up on, well, not really fit into them. Anything else spandexy is what I meant to say, not like fit, because I do show early, considering this was my 5th baby, but I was able to wear things that were like tighter fitted and still felt shape. I felt like I could pull it off still and felt shapely, and I didn't have to feel, I don't know, insecure. But with my girls, when I was pregnant with them, I feel like I gain weight and I just go like sideways. I already start filling out sideways wider, and it just takes until your bump fully develops, you just look like you're getting fatter and fatter. So I definitely found that to be a thing. And also, when I was pregnant with the girls, I noticed that I gained weight. Like by the time I discover I'm pregnant, I would already have gained like 5 pounds. And it just keeps, you know, by the time I check out my weight and like throughout the semesters, I'm already like packing on the pounds. I gained 100 pounds with my first, 85 with my second, 75 with my third, and about 42, between 42 and 46 with my fourth girl. I did gain 50 pounds with him. So it's not like I gained less with him than even my last pregnancy. It's just that I think it was gradual and distributed out more evenly. One of the next things that I think was also different is the fact that I didn't have a lot of like sciatic pain. Didn't really deal with sciatica much. My second last pregnancy, my butt cheeks hurt, okay? Because you know that your sciatic nerve kind of runs down through your butt cheek all the way down into your legs to, you know, to like even the backs of your feet. And I never even knew what sciatica was. So to tell you the truth, I never really experienced it with my girls from my previous pregnancy. I really experienced it with my last girl. And that was the first time I ever discovered what the sciatic nerve was really about. Never experienced anything like that to save my life. Never experienced anything like that in my pregnancies, and it was hard. I couldn't get comfortable. I always kind of found myself sitting kind of like on a tilt on the side, because if I sat flat on my butt, it would hurt. Yeah, there's just like, it was a big inconvenience. Not to mention the nerve, given that the baby was kind of laying on it while I was pregnant. When I was not pregnant, I still suffered because the pain still hurt after she arrived. Like my nerve was still aching. It took a while. I remember thinking to myself, are my legs gonna recover? Will I be able to just function again? And surely enough, I did. Obviously, I'm here again. But that was a thing that I never experienced before. And this pregnancy, I remember thinking, I hope I don't experience that, and thank God I did not, because I was able to walk around, do all the things, go for walks, and just maintain activity throughout my pregnancy, which was really good. Another thing that I noticed is my skin, and I still feel like I can say the same thing now. My skin looked really good when I was pregnant with baby boy. It did. There's that saying that like when you're pregnant with a girl, they like suck your beauty away, and I do think that's true. I found that I had less acne with baby boy. I didn't really suffer from acne, I don't think. I may have had, I don't know, I think one of the things I noticed was the hair growth, but in terms of acne, no, I didn't have that like that. But my skin was glowing big time, and I was doing great. Like I didn't have to wear makeup. I'm still not wearing any makeup, and I feel really good and confident about my skin. The one thing that I did experience, like I said, is hair growth. I've never had hair growth like that. I felt like my hair just kept growing back super fast after shaving or things like that. I had a few ingrown hairs in areas that I never usually get. So those things were a little bit different. It was said, I guess it's the testosterone that's in your body that contributes to that. That was very different for sure. Another major thing that I found that was also different is the fact that like baby boy was a bit I found him to be so lazy. He didn't move as much, it wasn't as active as I thought he would be. Or, I mean, when he was active, but he wasn't as active as the girls were. When the girl, like, I found that with him, I really had to do the whole kick count thing, and I'd have to be intentional about it, because when I wasn't, I would be like nervous, like, is he okay? What's going on? You know, because he would do his little move and squirm and wiggle a little bit, but I didn't feel him a ton. And I think the difference is because he's also tall. We're all chubby, and with that, it comes like chub, you know? But for him, he wasn't as chubby. He was more, just lanky. That's my word. I don't even know if that's a real word, but he was just more tall and long, and maybe perhaps that's why I didn't feel him as much, because he's in there, but he's not taking, you know, he's not taking up as much room, like chubby wise, as I think he would be. Whereas in the girls are chubbier, and when they move I felt everything. So that was also different. I don't know, I don't think I noticed a big difference with my hair. With my hair, I just kind of had it in braids. I kind of just tucked it away. Did it grow? I think it grew for sure. I don't know if it's, I can't really say much about that. I think overall those are the differences. I think I also had a little bit more energy this pregnancy. If you guys know, I get gestational diabetes with every single pregnancy. And I did go on insulin faster with him, but for baby girl, I think I probably should have been on it faster, but I wasn't, who knows. But overall, like, overall, those are the big differences. I hope, watch me get off and something's gonna stick out to this. If you guys want to see part 2, definitely leave your comment down below. Let me know you want to see part 2 down in the comment section. I want to do part 2 talking about the differences with actually having a boy, having him now and having experienced the differences between him and girls. I definitely want to do a part 2 on that. So leave your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think of today's video, and thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully the lighting was okay. I just decided to do this very impromptu video in my living room because I just didn't want to trek back upstairs. So this is what it's like on when you're a mom. I do post videos, and some will be a little bit more refined than others. Some will just be casual and, you know, just like we're friends. So don't judge me on that. We're just it's just a quick and easy way to connect. So until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to like today's video and leave a comment down below. Until next time. See you in the next video.